All right, here we go. First game of the day, bright and early. Edmonton Impact taking on San Diego Dynasty. Should be an awesome game. 5 seconds before the start. So on the breakout, Edmonton Impact streaking out to the corners and able to make it immediately around and into the 30-yard line. Dorito Dynasty, exact same breakout. They're doubled up in the back, though. I got Steve Rabikoff up me here. Steve, how you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. Great day of paintball. Yesterday was a great day. Today's going to be even better. Looks like Impact lost their Dorito player.
And here comes Team Dynasty. Ryan Greenspan sliding into Snake 2, or Snake 1 all the way into Snake 2, and then player coming in behind him, and Dynasty's playing hot this morning. They're definitely, you can see in their body language,
yeah,
they want this
they came
game.
out, they're trying to get down the field on both sides. Impact is kind of hanging out in the back line here, and that's not what you want to do here.
You know, in Dynasty, this is a must-win situation for them. They're 1-1 right now.
Yeah, this division.
And within their division, I don't think you can necessarily make it in with 2 wins. All right, so Impact right now, and you can see Dynasty is pressing the action because Impact, they're on their bunkers. No one's shooting their guns right now.
Yeah, they're pinched. Their back center guy can barely pull his gun out.
Alex
It looks
Goldman.
like Justin Cornell can't even get his gun out at all.
Yeah, you can see him right there. I mean, he's just pinched. He can't even get out. He can't even gunfight right now. And that's because Dynasty's pressing the action. They're able to effectively control the Impact players right now. He wants to come out. He's just going to come right now to stream. Now, and I was going to say, eventually he's going to have to fight his way out. Oh, and then he ends up getting clipped.
Yep.
So nice job.
That was
I think
actually
that was
Chad
Ryan
George.
Greenspan getting that shot. And enables Alex Goldman to make his move around the corner there. And the Snake, he's at the 50-yard line. Snake right now. Ryan Greenspan right behind him. Looks like he's backed up by Yosh Rao.
Oh, I think he just clipped the Impact Dorito corner.
And here comes Dynasty coming up on that Dorito side. The Dalton Vanderbilt over there for Team Dynasty. Pickup for him this year. Dalton out of the Aftermath camp.
Yep.
And it's all Dynasty in this first point so far. 1 player left for Impact in the back corner.
This isn't how you want to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, it's going to be a
ouch.
A gnarly, there you go. Nasty wake up for...
if he wasn't up, he is now.
Yeah, it looked like Zach Yakmak there in the back corner. He's going to have to go in and clean up. And hanging that flag for Dynasty is Alex Goldman. So Dynasty gets on the board early here. Score is 1-0. So the breakdown.
Like you said, this division 2. You know, there's 2 divisions of 5, and this division, we've got, let's see, Boston Red Legion are 1-1. Impact is 2-0. Dynasty's 1-1, and LA Ironman are 2-1. So not much room for errors today.
Yeah, not much room for error, and you know, Dynasty's 1-1. So Impact's, they're 2 wins and no losses. LA Ironmen have 2 wins, 1 loss. So it's going to be interesting today because Boston, our former world champs, our champs from 2010, had a mixed day yesterday, and Dynasty just picked up Oliver Lang and Alex Goldman and Dalton Vanderbilt. I mean, they've got a really stacked lineup, and they're definitely reinvigorated this year. So I think it's going to be pretty crazy today.
Yeah, this division, I mean, like Boston plays CEP and Impact today. Impact is playing Dynasty and Ironman, and Ironman play Dynasty. So there's a possibility we have 3 teams that go 3-1.
Yeah.
And one of them might go home at 3-1, and that would just not be a fun day for one of those teams.
To go 3-1 and go home, and how that breaks down is it's all in the point differential.
Point differential.
So right now you have Dynasty at a +4, LA Ironman at a +4, Boston at a +2, and Impact at a +2. So though Impact does have 2 wins, they don't have a really high point differential.
Yeah, that's because their first game against CEP was what, 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
So someone's gonna go home at 3-1 possibly.
Which would be
that's not. And the other division,
worst
the other division, you might get in with 2-2. You know, you got Damage as of this morning 2-0. Infamous is 1-1. Shock is 0-2. X Factor's 1-2. But their point differential of all the teams is a plus. So if they can get a win, that might creep them in.
All right, here we go. Next point on the breakout. Looking at Edmonton Impact, digging out on the Snake side. All the way into the Snake off the break. That's a pretty bold move because it's been pretty hard to make that spot off the break in this tournament so far. Immediately around the corner and right into the 50-yard line Snake, and you can see Dynasty shooting down that lane, trying to inch him out as he creeps around that corner. And that's Oliver Lang on the snake side for Dynasty. Wow, it's been a long time since I said that.
Yeah.
Oliver into the insert Dorito. And then Oliver here is going to come and take out. And I think he could have. I think he might have lived. No. Yeah. Oh my God. So Oliver able to take out Schultz, able to get in there. I don't think he expected to live.
Well, he didn't expect to live. And Schultz, you can't go into the snake player and just put your face into the dirt. You got to get up.
Yeah. And also, if somebody comes to take you down, you need to at least trade out with them. So, and then major penalty on impact. And penalties started to haunt teams as the day progressed yesterday in Saturday's competition. And we're here into Sunday, and this is not when you want penalties to set in. So nice job by Oliver Lang cleaning up over here on the snake side for Team Dynasty as they go up 2-0. And yeah, one of the reasons they have a pretty good point differential right now is because they 7-0 skunked Chattanooga CEP, the rookies to the Pro Division this year, who actually, I didn't think, even though if you look at their statistics here on the board, I mean, they were, 0-3, and they had a negative 12 point differential. However,
they played good for their first time out.
They played not bad for their first time out. They gave Impact a run for their money. They did get destroyed by Dynasty, but overall, I thought they played okay for the first tournament, first day.
They came out and played. I mean, and they got introduced a little bit by Dynasty, but they definitely had their chances against Impact. Going to that last minute, they were down 1, and that penalty cost them having any chance of tying the game. So yeah, you're right. They did come out and gave it a shot.
Who impressed you yesterday? If you had to pick a team or a player, or was there anyone that impressed you yesterday?
Pick a team. X Factor.
Yeah, X Factor played.
If you look at their record, they're 1-2. However, they played. They won their first one game against Infamous 7-2, but every other game they were right there, had the opportunities to win those games. So they're real close.
To me, and you look at these, you look at the numbers: 1 win, 2 losses, a +2 on the point differential. However, they were playing with that old school X Factor fire, that brash, in-your-face gunfighting style.
Yep.
And I think that regardless of what happens with them in this event in the standings,
they're back together.
I expect some good. I don't know. Well, hopefully, I mean, we'll see if they win their game today. But I just think that it was pretty awesome to see that again, and I think that bodes well for their future this year.
Yeah, and look at their hangs for and hangs against. They're 15 hangs for and against, so you could see they're right there, being pretty consistent in all their matches.
Yeah, and they were playing very aggressive, and this is not really that aggressive of a field.
Yeah,
but they were able to play it aggressive. All right, on the breakout here, there's Edmonton Impact trying to get out to that corner, and Dynasty able to shoot him off the break. Oh, and another one off the break. So Impact is having a really hard time right now. Here comes Dynasty. Oliver Lang streaking down the field. He's going to cut all the way to the very back corner. Give that guy a back massage. Wow. Dynasty is hitting on all cylinders right now, and they pretty much have been flawless so far today.
Yeah, they definitely
scoring one of the quickest points of the tournament so far, and Oliver Lang showing that style that has made him a household name in the paintball world.
Absolutely. They're jacked, especially like you said. They put shellacking on the CEP, and then they played Russian Legion in the afternoon. They kind of got a little wake-up call there.
Yeah, I think that. Well. It's the Russians, man. I mean, they're good. And I think the Russians, God, they lost that first game to the Ironmen.
And they're probably scratching their heads
for a while. What? So to have them lose 2 games in a row, kind of.
That would have been surprising.
Yes, that would have been surprising.
They could, if they would have lost the Dynasty yesterday, they would have been going home.
Yeah.
And in that division, but like look at the division, the first division. You have just the point differentials. If X Factor does get that win with their point differential, they could get in.
Yeah.
With 2-2.
It's very interesting how the divisional system or how the pro system works here because with the point, and I like it because how else are we really going to do it? Yeah. You could do it a longer tournament, but then with the amount of time we have, it's not really possible. But it just makes it for a very competitive field, and you have to be on top of your game. There's no like throwaway games. It's like, oh, okay, we lost that one, no big deal. No, every single game is important. Every point is important.
Yeah.
So Impact making their way back out onto the field. Chad George.
They're still in the penalty too as well. So they're down 3-0. Looks like they're not really into it right now, and they're just getting pummeled right now. Yeah, they need to get a point.
And there's Team Dynasty on your screen right now. Ryan Greenspan. And Impact, Chad George, Tim Montresor, Josh Davey, and Ryan Moorhead are going to be the 4 that Impact's fields for this point. Let's see if they can get something going. This is a very crucial point for Impact. And on the breakout, there's Chad George going to little A. That's been kind of a death trap bunker for a lot of people. A lot of people getting stuck in there. A lot of people getting shot out of it. There's Josh Davey trying to streak out to the back corner. He makes
Alex
it out.
Frazee.
Alex Frazee coming off the field for Dynasty, but Dalton able to get into the 50-yard line. Dorito.
And he eliminates Chad George. Oh,
and it looks like
and Impact goes in there.
Oh, no, he's still clean. See Tim Montresor in there trying to get as tight as he possibly can at bunker. Like I was just saying, it's kind of been a death trap, this event. Here comes Ryan Greenspan. Big move into the snake, all the way past the 50-yard line, and he's going to wrap around. He doesn't really have much of a shot on Tim. It doesn't matter because it looked like Alex Goldman polished him off. And then Josh Davey trying to do damage control, really not much he could do. And the Impact is just getting completely and utterly destroyed right now by Dynasty. Oh, look at this. They lost the guy coming out of the penalty box, so now it's 2-on-1 right now.
Oh, he shoots Ryan Greenspan.
But Alex Goldman able there to take him out.
Clipped him out.
Oh, so Ryan Moorhead was left alive over there. They kind of went to sleep on Ryan Moorhead. I went to sleep on Ryan Moorhead.
Yeah.
He was able to kind of, I think when all the chaos broke down, he shot whoever was in the drill, I think it was Dalton, and then just kind of wrapped around and kind of chilled out a little bit and able to smoke a couple Dynasty players down. And then, but still, they just had too many bodies. So Alex Goldman going to hang that flag. He's getting checked out by the referee, head referee Fish, Big Fish. And Alex Goldman, I think, is a great pickup for them. It's just, with Alex, it's, you know,
if he stays with his head twisted correctly, he's there. But
he's still a young guy. And kind of
still learning. He's young.
Yeah, he's young. Phenomenal player. And I think that he's going to be a huge asset to this team if he wants to devote himself to it.
Absolutely. So a lot of times he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah, that's just the question. Is he going to want to dedicate himself to trying to make this team the best it can be? We'll see. I think he's been playing stellar so far for them this event. And the score is now 4-0. So Dynasty is putting a beat down on Impact
4-0,
right now.
and they've been in the penalty box for the last 3 points. So they got 11 seconds left. I'm sure they can't wait to play with 5 bodies again.
Yeah. Like, oh, we finally get 5 bodies back.
5.
God. I used to hate that. When you're playing a game, you're down bodies. You keep getting sent out there, too.
Yeah.
So every time you're out there, it's, 3-on-5, 4-on-5.
What's going on here?
Everyone on your team's cheating up a storm. You're just like taking a beat down for your buddies.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. Stop cheating.
Stop.
11 seconds left on that major penalty for Impact, so Dynasty still on a power play. And Dynasty, I don't know what they did this morning. They ate their Wheaties and did some push-ups, run around the block. Not really sure exactly what it was, but they have come out on fire this morning.
It's like yesterday when the Russians lost the Ironman. They came out the next game like, oh man, that's not going to happen again. And that's what Dynasty's doing now. They're
very
determined not to let that happen again.
All right, here we go. A couple seconds before the start of this next breakout. Looking at Dynasty right now on your screen. And nice spread by Dynasty, trying to get out to the back corners and able to make it out to the back corners. They lose Oliver. Impact 4 alive, so even on bodies right now.
And he comes out of the box. Does he make it? Yes, he does.
They immediately lose Schultz. Mouse is just trying to take it. Oh, I'm sorry. Alex Frazee taking a gigantic bite over here on the snake. And
Glenn Takamoto. Is that Glenn?
Yeah, Alex should have definitely slow played that a little bit more over here. I know he got that one kill and wanted to make moves. But now Yakmek is able to get into the snake, and no one knows he's in here, I don't think. Because here comes another big move by his brother. So Zane just putting it down, and major penalty on another major penalty on Impact. So they're gonna get this point. So Zane Yakmek coming down, and it was a great move, I thought. Great move. However, it looked like he played on. So another major penalty against Impact.
Go shoot your dude and get off. Now they get the point, are on the way to get a point, and now they put themselves into another major. With friends like that, who needs enemies?
Yeah, man, and that's always one of your pet peeves when we're calling these games.
Yeah, stay out of the penalty box. You will win.
So finally a spark for Impact, but it's extinguished immediately by a major penalty. So we'll see. Now they have to play again with 4 bodies, and they're down by 3 points.
Yeah.
Dynasty is 3 points away from a victory here. 13:41, tons of time on clock, really fast points. And I was saying yesterday, and we were talking about, is that as the teams start to learn this field, what's going to happen is the game is going to speed up. They're going to know the moves. They're going to see, where can we make it off the break, what's working, what's not, how to shoot guys off the break, which is also huge to speed games up.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see that right now. Dynasty's been very effective at shooting guys off the break, and I think that's one of those things where you go back and you see on the screen the refs are consulting on that penalty, but as you see, these guys go back, they have their meetings, and that's one of the biggest things everyone talks about, especially on a field where it's hard to shoot guys off the break.
Yep.
That's when you kind of have like that roundtable discussion. All right, does anyone have the secret? Anyone figured it out yet? And apparently Dynasty's definitely figured some stuff out.
Yep. It looks like the penalty is actually a minor because they've changed it to a 1 minute. Maybe he grabbed the wrong flag in his excitement of pulling a penalty.
Yeah. Ooh, first penalty of the day. Whoops. Wrong color.
Which is, if that's the case, then if Impact does lose this point, at least they're not it comes off quickly, and it gives them a possible chance of making a comeback.
Yeah. All right. So 4 bodies alive, 1 in the box. Oh, and they lose Scott up the break, and they lose another player out of the back corner.
Tim Montresor.
So it does not look good for Impact. Just 2 bodies left alive. I mean, they have spread the field, and Dynasty loses Alex Goldman out of the snake, so no one on the snake side. Chad George getting pulled out, so complete chaos on this point. Dynasty's double stacked up the Dorito, and they're just going to run down the last player for Impact. Justin Cornell over there, nothing he could do about that.
5-1. 5-1, and I think they've given up 3 points easy on the penalties, so
yeah.
Teams stay out of the penalty box.
And it's like, I'm like, okay, well, is Dynasty playing good or is Impact playing bad? I think that, honestly, Dynasty's playing pretty good because they're shooting guys off the break. That's really what's confusing Impact right now.
Shooting guys
and there's really not much that, yes, Impact has got 2 penalties. This one's going to come off the board because it's a minor. In case you're unfamiliar with those rules, a 1 minute minor penalty comes off the board if you lose the point, stays on if you win. 2 minute majors, they will stay up on there until the time has elapsed for the penalty, whether or not you win the point. And some changes this year in the rules for the PSP is there's no coaching from the sideline pits, and the field is 20 feet longer. Both changes I like.
I like them. And the other change is the layout comes the weekend before the tournament, so it evens up everybody that they don't have that extra money to practice. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And see some of the diehard fans out here early in the morning. This game, even though we lost an hour of sleep last night, there's a decent amount of people here to watch this game. And we're here in beautiful Galveston, Texas. It really has been incredibly nice weather so far, and normally the weather gods hate paintball and love to give us the most challenging
elements. If they don't give us rain, they give us wind.
Yeah. Or cold or heat. So let's see at 5. The score is now 5-1. I'm Matty Marshall. I'm up here with Steve Rabikoff. This is the first event of the 2011 season here for Paintball Sports Promotions. And we're watching Team Dynasty from San Diego taking on Edmonton Impact from Canada. And Impact past couple years been a very solid team and impressing a lot of people. But this event so far, though they have 2 wins yesterday. But so far today they just don't have an answer for Dynasty. And they lose another player off the break in the back corner on the Dorito side of the field. Dynasty with 5 alive, though. Referees in there checking out Ryan Greenspan in the back corner, and they lose Alex Goldman. So they have 4 bodies. Dalton Vanderbilt making his way down the Dorito side of the field right now. You're looking at Impact on your screen, zoned up, trying to shoot down that snake side. The back A bunker shooting towards the Dorito side, trying to get a shot on Dalton.
Impact needs to get into the snake if they're going to make anything happen at this point. There he goes.
And that's Schultz into the snake.
Let's see if he doesn't bury his face into the dirt this time, though.
Immediately into the 50-yard line, and looks like Dynasty on the Dorito side of the field. Right now you're looking at Ryan Greenspan trying to get a shot in on the 50-yard line snake for impact with Schultz. Schultz is going to try to pop his head up and look cross field. He doesn't have a shot on the 50-yard line Dorito. I'm hoping he knows that by now.
He's going to need to back up a little bit and try to get a shot on back center.
Yeah, he needs to get a shot on back center.
Because he has no shot on the 50 Dorito at all. Unless he backs all the way up. Oh, there he goes. Did he get him? Nope. And Impact loses their snake corner, so.
Yosh Rao on the back center.
Dynasty with the 5-1 lead, they really don't have to go much further. They could just kill time.
Right now they're just shooting their guns and they're chilling. They have pretty good field position. They do have a player in the 50-yard line snake. And Impact, gets that the bunker of death.
Oh, there it goes.
Zaniak might get shot out. Oh, they lose Josh Davey at the exact same time. Oh, wow.
Completely goggles are off.
I really hope that whoever that was for Dynasty did not get shot in the face, because that was a pretty chaotic crash right there.
I don't know who that is just yet.
I think it might have been Yosh. Yeah, tense moments here. The referee's covering him up. I really hope that he didn't take an inverted. I think he's okay. Yeah, he's okay.
Just a little stunned.
And it's Alex Goldman.
No,
so Alex Goldman.
Alex. Is it?
Yeah. Alex Goldman playing strong safety, coming in there and taking him down. Wow. That was probably one of the more vicious hits I've seen in paintball. So Yosh getting in there, or Alex or Frazee getting in there, making sure he's okay. So
as
Dynasty,
of right now, I think that's the most action that Impact has had this game.
Yeah,
that
was
crash.
Quite an impact. Oh, we're so funny in the mornings, aren't we? Yeah.
Sorry,
so
Impact fans.
Yeah, sorry, Impact fans.
We do have much respect for these guys.
Yeah,
we know they're top.
And Impact, like I said, 2 wins yesterday, and they had a +2 point differential. And then they played pretty well, except for that game against Chattanooga.
Yeah, that was the first game of the season. New layout, new everything. I think they just.
I'm a big fan of Impact. I really like the guys. I like the Canadian guys are awesome.
Good bunch
Great
of guys.
Really nice.
Good
fun
team,
guys.
Good for paintball. Good ambassadors.
Yeah, they're good ambassadors for paintball. And then also, they picked up some of the best players from the Philly Americans.
Yep.
Tim, Chad George, Ryan Moorhead. They're really great guys. Got to know those guys over the years, and great paintball players. And it was kind of sad to see them build that Philly team up and lead that team to be one of the best teams in the world.
When I first got into paintball, you had the All-Americans Aftershock and Ironman.
Yep.
And we still have the Ironman and Aftershock. So for paintball teams, you hate to see the originals go down like that.
Yeah, it was sad to see one of the iconic teams of the Big Three from the old school days of the sport fade away. But the players are still here. So, or at least the second incarnation of the Philly
second
Americans.
generation.
Yeah. All right, let's see if they can get something going here.
Oh,
on the breakout.
They lose 2 on the break impact 3. Here comes
Yeah, it's just not looking good for Impact here. Is streaking down the Dorito side of the field is Team Dynasty. And that is going to do it. They just, you can see, once you get to that point, I mean, I wouldn't expect Impact to go out and lose 2 off the break and then have 3 guys get shot out of their bunkers in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But I think that they're just kind of mentally defeated at this point.
They probably just want to get off the field and call this one.
Yeah.
Dunzo and get to the next one.
Well, that wasn't our game. Let's
scrap that one.
Hey, quick meeting, huh? Let's get a quick meeting.
And that's what you need to do. They got to go. They'll go back, have a little meeting, regroup. They got another game this afternoon.
Yeah.
Against Ironman. Wait, who do they play?
Yeah, so the story of that game is Dynasty just completely on fire. and really the entire team just playing phenomenal. Some craziness going on there. The last point, and Impact just really not able to step it up. And Impact, they play Boston Red Legion later on.
Oh.
So they have their hands full today.
They have their hands full today.
All right, so that is going to do it here. We are into Sunday, last event of the Galveston Open here in Texas. I'm Matty Marshall, and I'm with Steve Rabikoff. And we will be right back in just a few moments.
See you.